today's headlines, ApeCoin as a crypto payment method for Time magazine. Cardano will have the same type of performance as Solana by the end of 2022. Indians to pay 30% of crypto gains despite losses. Interest in Shiba Inu has started to dip since the start of 2022. Ukraine officially legalizes cryptocurrencies. Welcome back to the Altcoin News Podcast. I'm Peter, and this is the show to get a neutral perspective on some of the latest headlines around DeFi, Metaverse, NFTs, Big Tech, regulations, and such. Brought to you by Gate.io, a centralized exchange with a neutral stance on current events and uphold privacy and security. The information presented in this podcast is to help you stay up to date on the latest happening in the crypto space, and nothing presented hereby is financial advice. The news that I cover in this podcast will have the original source at your discretion, so be sure to check out the description and stick by this podcast as I show you how to stay vigilant and learn to do your own research. Now, without further ado, ApeCoin as crypto payment method for the Time magazine. The hype around ApeCoin is under everyone's nose. Yuga Labs, the company behind ApeCoin, has managed to create a strong marketing campaign, also helped by its supported community. The crypto brand managed to break all these social media platforms, becoming in a couple of hours one of the hottest topics all over the web. Ape tokens were airdropped to base holders from Yuga Labs as a community reward, while other tokens have been made available to purchase on major exchanges. Ape is the governance token of the Ape ecosystem, which grants its holders access to exclusive features such as merchandise, events, games, services, and more. Meanwhile, The Time, the notorious magazine, decided to go full dig into the crypto space to educate its readers to the newcomer industry. In fact, the British newspapers recently saw Vitalik Buterin, Ethereum co-founder, as the cover image mine of the magazine, which is going to be published as an NFT on 23rd of March. The newspaper has decided to expand its payment subscription method even more. Besides accepting Bitcoin, Ether, Dogecoin, and Ripples, The Time is going to allow people to pay subscriptions via ApeCoin tokens. The announcement has been officialized by the Time Web3 account on Twitter, which confirmed that the magazine, in the next couple of weeks, is going to accept the token as new currency for subscription. A simple choice that can make a great difference from a marketing point of view, and it can also spread crypto awareness to other newspaper and everyday readers. Crypto adoption by strong institutions and companies makes digital assets to be easily considered reliable by people that aren't involved in the industry. Even if ApeCoin is experiencing a correction due to its recent listing, people continue to support the project and the upcoming metaverse called Otherside, because the token is going to be the native token of the virtual world. So even if you want to join the base metaverse that includes also other NFTs projects like CryptoPunk and Cool Cats, you should definitely jump on Gate.io and trade the ApeCoin. You'll find the link in the description below, so give it a look. Cardano will have the same type of performance as Solana by the end of this year. Charles Hoskinson, Cardano co-founder, in a recent interview with the host of Inside Web, has promised that his project is going to achieve performance results similar to the ones of Solana's ecosystem by the end of 2022. Hoskinson announced that the team behind Cardano's development is focused on improving the scalability and efficiency of its blockchain in order to give the platform the possibility to achieve performance outcomes like the ones of Solana, referring to the partial scaling phase of Cardano, first outlined in the early roadmap of 2022. Cardano's co-founder has expressed his excitement about the updates that are going to happen in early summer and October, saying that the latter in June are going to be the two most important months of the year for the ecosystem. He also added that Faisal Hard Fork, which is scheduled in June, is going to offer dApps developers important additional tools like pipelining, side chains, and improvements to Plutus, the smart contract platform. In fact, it's the sidechain Mithril itself that can cooperate with the main chain of Cardano in order to solve bootstrapping, blockchain trust issues, and other synchronization problems. Those are elements that make the co-founder confident that ecosystem is going to experience a growth in numbers of total value locked. Hoskinson has provided some interesting clues about the next couple of months in the Cardano development path, highlighting the fact that the project takes advantage of the inherent treasury system and comprehensive governance layer. He also pointed out that the project is able to print money like any government to fund its development, ensuring all the investors about possible cracks in the upcoming update. Even in June, it's like 3 months away, we can already see huge growth in the Cardano's ecosystem. The most recent one has been registered by DeFi Llama that has shown an increase of 13% in Cardano's TVL during the last couple of hours. In short, the total value locked is the value of assets being staked or deposited on a platform, which means that the use of Cardano keeps growing progressively, and according to Hoskinson, the percentage will increase even more during the early summer. Indians to pay 30% of crypto gains despite losses. The Indian crypto space is currently revolting against its taxation system because of the government's clarification over digital asset trading, which took place on Monday. Last month, India experienced a gusty period because of the taxation percentage that the crypto industry had been affected by. The government unveiled that the digital currency trading was going to suffer 30% of taxation, added to a 1% cut from every transaction aiming to convert tokens to fiat currency, irrespective of loss or gain. People implied that the 30% taxation was occurring only to profits. Basically, if you have bought a token, you should have paid taxes only on profits you made, while loss didn't require any additional fees. The huge taxation rates has been decided based on the government's consideration of digital assets. The Indian institutions considers tokens trading as gambling, betting, and casino services. That is the reason why the country decided to apply the same rate of taxation for cryptocurrency holders. This decision has affected the whole crypto industry and community across India, slowing down the development of the blockchain technology and digital asset adoption. Still, the bad news didn't finish in February. On Monday, 21st of March, India's government announced that losses are not deductible from the 30% of taxation, even if different coins are traded. Basically, investors have to treat tokens separately according to the taxation law. To make this a little more clear, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that you have earned 100 from trading Ether and lost 50 while trading BTC, having a total of $50 of profits from your overall trading. According to Indian law, you will also have to pay taxes on those 100 you earned trading Ether, despite having lost money in other transactions and having a total profit of only just 50. This means that the government will require you to pay 30% of 100 instead of 50, which is a considerable difference. India has the highest number of crypto traders in the world, according to Broker Chooser. The country has 100 million active users, a huge community that may be drastically affected financially in the upcoming months. Before I continue, make sure to subscribe to this podcast channel and don't forget to turn on the bell so you won't miss any essential bits about the crypto space. Interest in Shiba Inu has started to dip since the beginning of 2022. During the last couple of months, Shiba Inu, one of the most popular meme coins in the world, has experienced an impressive growth in community and investors. In fact, during the last weeks, the project has seen a stable increase in total number of addresses on the network, gaining almost 200,000 new addresses since the beginning of the year. However, on 17th of March, the ecosystem registered a dip of more than 30,000 holders, suffering a loss of 2.47% in a single day, marking an unstable period for the project, according to CoinMarketCap stats published on 18th of March. Finbold noticed that the decline of holders corresponds to the one-off transaction of the ecosystem. The loss of interest can also be verified on Google Trend Analytics that show how much Shiba Inu has become less popular on the web, especially in the last couple of months. In the period between November 2021 and February 2022, the interest in buying Shiba dropped by 97%. Despite the interest, the meme coin has started to follow the downtrend pattern of other cryptocurrencies. Shiba Inu keeps being a hot topic among crypto enthusiasts though. In fact, even the Turkish Ministry of Economy expressed interest in it, discussing a possible adoption of the token all over the country. The ministry had a face-to-face meeting with Shiba Inu Turkey, a supporter of the token, to deeply understand the meme coin advantages to the country's economy, which is currently fighting lira's high inflation. Probably, if the burning system of Shiba Inu, which is going to make the coin deflationary, will work, it may also help the token gain in faster interest again and relaunch the meme coin one more time. Ukraine officially legalizes cryptocurrencies. Ukraine keeps being under attack by Russian military forces. The end of the conflict seems to be far away, and both countries are affected by tremendous economical issues, which makes them in search of solutions that can help them overcome international sanctions, that's Russia, or seeking humanitarian aid, that's Ukraine. Ukraine, since the start of the war, has accepted crypto donations in order to fund the military campaign and help civilians. However, there wasn't any official regulatory crypto law in the country until Zelensky approved a digital asset bill named on virtual assets that passed in the parliament, which he had previously rejected in September 2021. The law officially recognizes the legal status, ownership, and classification of virtual assets. This means that the market is going to be regulated by Ukraine's National Commission on Securities and the Stock Markets, the governmental body already responsible for, you guessed it, stock markets. The decision makes exchanges able to fully operate across the country. The Ministry of Digital Transformation also added that banks are going to open accounts for platforms that deliver digital asset services in order to facilitate their operations. Currently, the government is aiming to make Ukraine a country that pursues technological development by shaping its policy to an economical form that can help the nation to win the war. Even if the bill has passed, the Ministry of Finance announced that institutions keep working on amendments to regulate taxes and solving issues that can compromise the launch of a legal crypto market in the country. Until now, Ukraine keeps receiving a lot of donations from crypto enthusiasts that want to support its military defense and help humanitarian efforts. In fact, the Ministry of Digital Transformation created a website that shows all the different cryptocurrencies the country accepts as donations, as well as the total value of the funds raised until now, which exceed the huge amount of 100 million. Today is Wednesday, March 23rd. For those of you who know, before I continue with today's headlines, I must tell you about today's sponsor, Solice, an open 3D world with limitless possibilities. A VR metaverse where users can play, build, own, socialize, and monetize their virtual experiences in an immersive way on the Solana blockchain. The Solice metaverse is based on a map of fixed amounts of scarce lands. Lands are physical spaces in the metaverse owned by players to create and monetize any type of activity, free or paid. As the current technology trend shifts towards the metaverse, virtual real estate has become a highly sought-after asset, with some even transacting at real-world prices. In 2021, Sandbox reported a 4.3 million land sale, with Decentraland coming in second with a 2.4 million land sale of their own. On March 17, Solice announced that the Solice Metaverse will have 60,000 pieces of land for sale in total, starting with 1,200 parcels or 2,765 lands in the first wave, which is scheduled for the end of March. Future landowners can look forward to utilizing their land for revenue generation. Landowners will also have full creative control over their virtual real estate and can decide if they want to design their own revenue model or create a free and accessible haven for users that simply want to enjoy the game. It is also possible to earn revenue in the form of land staking, where users simply stake their SLC tokens on lands that they own to earn rewards like rare digital assets that can be used to enhance their gameplay. Want to buy lands and create your own paradise in Solice for free? Join the Gate.io podcast airdrop now. 900 SLC tokens are reserved for 150 podcast listeners from March 24th to 31st, which is until next Thursday. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And do check out our podcast channel in the description below to check in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for new episodes. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys later.